Jayson Tatum is finally returning to the court after a long 10-month journey of recovery from a ruptured right Achilles that he suffered back in May of 2025 during a high-stakes playoff battle against the Knicks. The basketball world has been waiting for this moment, and it looks like Friday night against the Dallas Mavericks is the official date for his massive homecoming at the TD Garden. Even while their superstar was sidelined, the Boston Celtics managed to stay incredibly competitive with a 41-20 record, which has kept them firmly in the second seed of the Eastern Conference. Jaylen Brown has stepped up in a way that nobody expected, and he is currently a top 10 or so player with 30 points per game. The team has also been aggressive in the trade market by moving Anfernee Simons to the Bulls to bring in the veteran scoring of Nikola Vucevic at the center position. Boston currently boasts the #1 ranked defense in the NBA, and the return of a versatile wing like Tatum is only going to make them even more dominant on that end of the floor. Tatum has been looking explosive in full-contact scrimmages with the Maine Celtics, and he is clearly ready to reclaim his spot at the top of the league. This is the most anticipated return in years, and the energy around the franchise has never been higher as they prepare for a deep championship run. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I upload daily NBA videos for you guys. The pairing of Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown has always been elite, but what we are about to see is a completely different level of dominance that the NBA is not prepared to handle. Now that Jaylen Brown has proven he can lead a team at an MVP level, he is going to be playing with a level of confidence that will make life so much easier for Tatum. You have two of the best two-way players in the entire world on the same team, and they are both entering their absolute prime years together. But listen to this. The chemistry they have built over the years means they do not need time to figure things out because they already know exactly where the other person wants the ball. Opposing defenses are going to have a literal nightmare trying to figure out which one of these superstars to double team on any given possession. If you put your best defender on Tatum, then Brown is going to feast. And if you focus on Brown, then Tatum will remind you why he is one of the greatest scorers in the history of the franchise. This is a luxury that no other team in the league has, and it is going to be the main reason why the Celtics are going to be competitive come June. The league has spent 10 months without this duo, and they are about to get a very rude awakening this Friday night. I truly believe that this recovery process has turned Jayson Tatum into an even more dangerous player because it has allowed him to study the game from a different perspective and strengthen his mental approach. Coming back from an Achilles injury is never easy, but the way Tatum has attacked his rehab shows that he has the work ethic of almost reminds you of his idol Kobe Bryant. He has been working in silence for 10 months, and every video we see of him in the gym shows a player who is physically stronger and more determined than ever before. But listen to this. He is joining a team that is already winning at a high level, which means he does not have to rush his production or carry the entire load on his own. He can focus on making the right plays and finding his rhythm within a system that is already the most efficient in the league. This is the perfect situation for a returning superstar because the pressure is at an all-time low, while the ceiling for the team is at an all-time high. We are seeing a more mature and focused version of Tatum who understands that his return is the final piece of a championship puzzle. It is a beautiful thing to see a player overcome such a devastating injury and come back looking like he never even missed a single step. The addition of Nikola Vucevic at the trade deadline was a great move by the front office because it gives Tatum the most skilled offensive center he has ever played with in his career. Vucevic is a veteran who can stretch the floor with his three-point shooting and pass the ball like a guard, which is going to open up massive lanes for Tatum to drive to the basket. When you have a big man who can pull the opposing center out of the paint, it creates a world of space for a player as crafty as Tatum to do his work. The passing ability of Vucevic means that Tatum is going to get more easy buckets on backdoor cuts and quick transitions than he ever has in the past. This team is no longer just about isolation scoring because they have multiple playmakers who can find the open man in a heartbeat. The gravity of Tatum is going to make Vucevic even more effective because defenses will be terrified to leave the superstar wing alone on the perimeter. They are going to complement each other perfectly, and it is going to turn the Celtics offense into a machine that generates high-quality shots on every single trip down the floor. This is the most balanced roster in the league, and the addition of Tatum to this specific group of guys is going to make some noise. The defensive potential of this team with Jayson Tatum back in the lineup is absolutely terrifying for other teams because Boston already has the #1 defense in the NBA, but adding a 6'8" wing who can switch onto almost any position is a complete game changer. Tatum has the length and the lateral quickness to lock down elite scorers, while also being a primary factor in the rebounding battle every single night. When you put him on the floor with Jaylen Brown and Derek White, you are looking at a trio of perimeter defenders that can suffocate any offense in the world. There is no weak link for opposing teams to target, and the communication on that end of the floor is going to be at an elite level. Having Tatum back means that everyone else can settle into their natural roles and focus on being aggressive because they know they have elite help defense behind them. They are going to turn every game into a grind for their opponents, and it is going to be impossible to score consistently against this much size and speed. Going to be an even better team with defensive versatility that Jayson Tatum brings to the table every single time he steps on the court. In conclusion, the return of Jayson Tatum is the best news that the NBA has had all year, and it officially signals the start of the Celtics team trying to take a step forward. This team is too deep and too talented and too well coached for them to not be a serious contender. With Tatum and Brown leading the way and a supporting cast of veterans and sharpshooters, they have built a roster that is built for the modern game. The chemistry and the brotherhood in that locker room is the secret ingredient that is going to keep them focused on the goal of winning a championship. They are playing for each other, and they are playing for the city, and they are playing for the chance to be remembered as one of the greatest teams of all time. Jayson Tatum is the heartbeat of this team, and having him back on the floor is going to bring a sense of joy and excitement to the game that has been missing for too long. Going to be really interesting how much better this team looks with Tatum on the court. Comment below what you guys think. Like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos.